Ricochet is Will Smith. Smith had ghostwriters his whole career.
Well, Jobber Nation, welcome to another episode of the Jobbertears podcast. As always, I'm Janelle from HR here with Sir Wilkins and Mr. Black in the building. David Lawson in the building on X. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be watching and listening. This episode, can you do what you did over there last time? Because I don't feel like I can hear myself. Low key. I just feel like it's very low. But yeah. Okay, yeah. That's a lot better. Because I was like, hello. How are you? Well, as everyone enters the chat, come in for this Friday afternoon delight of the Jobbertears podcast. It's been some time since we've been physically in are we? Well, it's crazy because on camera his sweater looks pink, but it actually is orange. But had we really coordinated, it would have been it would have like we came out of like Wicked, low key, because you got on green. But everybody highly recommend go see Wicked. It was really good. Other than that, how's everyone preparing for the holidays? Any big plans?
Oh, it's cool. Did you get me anything?
For what? Christmas? What you want for Christmas?
I didn't get anything for my birthday from this nigga. Nigga.
Oh wait, did you say you had something for him, or am I tripping?
Oh,
lava color. See, you owe your brother an apology.
I apologize.
He thought of you.
Where'd you get this from?
Chill.
Don't worry about it. He got it.
Nigga, this is a classic. Nigga, this nigga got the biker mice from Mars. Biker mice from Mars.
Show them in.
Oh my gift.
So this is the biker mice from Mars. The If anybody knows, it's a classic 90s TV show. It's about these aliens who are mice from Mars, and they come to America. I'm said America. They come to, it is America. They come to Earth.
Let me see. God, you can keep talking about it.
They come to Earth, and this was a TV show that we grew up on. I think I was talking about this in pre-production meeting, aka the Facebook Messenger chat. We were talking about the nostalgia that we feel, especially with Saturday night. This is actually a good segue.
Yeah,
boss. All right, boss.
Well,
lady,
no.
talk.
So as Sir Wilkins mentioned, tomorrow night in real life time, Saturday night main event does make its return. And it starts off here in Long Island at the Coliseum. We got a lot of throwbacks happening that evening. There was a teaser of the beloved wing belt. Are we gonna get it or not? Yo, it really, it's crazy. The last week or so, I was like, I think Kevin Owens may win. Like, I was like, Kevin Owens may really upset everybody here. But then that teaser with Triple H and Cody, I said, that's not gonna end clean, so never mind. But so they talking about some old school. So they rumors Ted DiBiase's gonna be in the building. Jimmy Hart.
Did he still go to jail?
Has never. Yes. Well, he got sentenced. Yeah. For
Ted
that tax. For that tax shit.
Ted didn't go to jail. Just only his son.
Just the son.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So him, Jimmy Hart, Greg Valentine, Coco Beware. Trying to think who else that I heard that they said was gonna pop up. And we'll give our predictions towards the end of the show. But to top off the show, we wanted to talk about some.
How's that pause?
Stuff. Just listen, I'm from uptown. That's what we say. So leave me be.
But you a woman.
And
woman don't need to say pause.
I can say it if I want to. If y'all can say it, I can say it.
Such a hood nigga.
Anyway,
she's so hood.
You don't be a hood nigga so bad.
I don't actually.
No, she is
at all. I don't want to be anything.
No, she doesn't want to be. She doesn't want to. Like, but in her soul, she a Harlem hood nigga.
Yo, like I don't want to.
See the way she talking? She said, "Nah, B, I don't want to talk like that."
Because he always would make me
look at the hair.
You want to be this, and I'm like, no, like I've never look
at the hair.
I told y'all niggas.
Look at the rapper hair.
I've never had a fight in my life. Like
look at the rapper hair.
I'm not.
Why are you so New York?
No Remy Ma shit. Like I don't want.
Why are you so New York? I ain't never got into a fight. You know, what we talking about?
Because he always try to be like, yo, you want to be? And I'm like, no. Like who truly wakes up and be like, yo, I aspire to be on that type of time. No.
I go like
dyke
women.
I don't think dyke women wake up and be like, "Yo,
We don't call.
I
want
to be a man. Yes,
we
they
not?
do. What the hell?
Well, I mean,
No, I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
There's level to dykeness. All right,
How do you know?
because I'm friends with all of them.
You friends with every dyke.
Majority of them.
And can we stop calling them dykes? Can we say lesbian?
Bush.
No. Can we say lesbian?
Oh well, they do have certain terminology that you could use. Like,
But I don't think we're allowed to say it.
I don't think if they get offended if you use the right terminology, then I think it's okay.
I don't think because think about it, it's like white people say nigga.
That's totally different. that's totally different. Because like even Depp, they be like, "Yo, I'm a dyke."
But think about it. I say I'm a nigga.
That's totally different.
Now, I think it's very similar.
That's not
No, totally different.
So hold on. So your best
At
friend
all.
that you went to her wedding.
Yes.
Oh,
Could I-
okay.
okay,
Fine. Yeah.
let's
Oh,
use that as
great
an
example.
Beautiful woman, beautiful wedding they had with her beautiful wife. Gorgeous pictures I saw.
Yeah.
You look great too, by the way.
Thank you.
So would I be allowed to call her a dyke?
But I don't think she doesn't call
She's
herself
not.
a dyke. No.
She's not. And after that, she don't look like one. She
No.
don't care
So
if
what
she
does a
looks
dyke look like?
Oh, come on, you acting dumb, son.
Nigga.
You
Oh,
acting
a
dumb.
stud. Okay.
Can you call her?
Let's see if she pick up. It's funny because I texted her telling her I was about to record. That's so funny. Totally off topic, but I know he don't. I know he want to be politically correct. So
Yeah, because I don't want to be out here calling people dyke and then they go, look at this guy Wilkins.
let's see if she pick up. I know she'll pick up though, because she'll be like, "I thought you were recording." Let's see. Joy. Girly, I'm live right now recording with the boys, and we're in this conversation of what do women that are does lesbians call each other like dykes? Do they say studs? Like what are the levels to this real quick?
Can I call you a dyke?
No, she's not a dyke.
She's not a dyke.
So the levels are depending on like what level you are kind of like in the LGBT community. I will say for some people, they're not as sensitive to lingo. They find it funny or call it as they see it. But some of those terms, like many others with, where we're going in the world and just how our climate has changed, if I'm being the most political that I could be, have become, quote unquote, like offensive or like off the table.
So what would you call yourself?
Oh, what would I call myself?
Yeah.
Joy.
No. And this is how you know this is my nigga, because I was like, nobody wants to be.
I don't even know how else to answer a question like that.
No, but like in the LGBTQ plus community, like what would I guess the label you would categorize if you were?
If we're being technical, I would be categorized as bisexual.
Okay.
Okay, I told you.
Yeah,
You did not say nothing about no damn bisexual.
I said how the she don't calorize herself like that. I told
No.
you,
that's
dog.
the problem. Y'all forget there's a B in the LGBTQ plus.
There you go. All right, the more you know.
See. I know this. I know these people. These are these are
This nigga
these are
said
fans
these
of the
are-
show.
I never see you around not one of them.
Technically,
Not one of them. You gonna use that verbiage?
Huh?
You don't use that verbiage. Not
Well-
one of them.
You don't even hang out with girls like that. I do. That's my whole crew at one point.
Okay, I understand that, but we don't call them dykes or
Well-
studs.
Yo, you never even been like
You call them lesbians.
I'm weak. All right, Joy. I'll call you back later. Bye.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See, I told you.
Well, all right. So you heard it first. A shout out to my best friend Jediah for
See?
clearing that on up. But the bisexual
the
part
old
is definitely
school,
her. Though.
like the old school gay community. They don't like the new school gay community because like they say that's too much wordage.
Well, yeah, because then you get the pronouns, and you get
It's way
this
too
and
much.
that, and it's just be like, whoa.
I used to work with somebody, right? Look like a whole man.
Okay.
Oh man, he talking about calling him she. I said, yo, bro, sit down real quick. All right. He said, what, you ugly? Loved me, by the way. I said, yo, bro, you know that you look like a man, right? And it's very hard for people to like don't get mad when we call you he, right? He said, I know, but still, bro, unless you get the surgery, bro, stop doing that, bro. That's not fair to us. You get a whole attitude, everything, want to fight everybody. That's not cool.
But the thing about it, you gotta respect what people want.
Yeah.
Bro, but don't get mad when people misgender you, but you
But
still like the
if-
gender that you're born with.
But to play devil's advocate on the flip side, if the person has already told people like, yo, this
That's
is what
fine.
I am.
But
Okay.
that's fine. Cool. But don't get mad when you don't tell nobody this.
Well, that's fair because listen, communication is everything.
It's fair
so.
game after that. You feel me?
But you're right. You're right on that. But
that one is easier. I could deal with that one. But the them and they and them, bro, you're not two people, dogs. You're one person.
you have to
But
respect.
that's what they
want.
Yo,
Bro.
we had just watched. So it's crazy, and we'll get into wrestling. I promise, guys.
Yeah.
We had just because me and Mikey's like dirty pleasure is guilty pleasure is reality TV.
Yeah.
So we had just watched I really watched it. It was like Love Never Lies, South Africa.
You don't care.
And it's on Netflix. Netflix has been hitting on these fucking shows and specials and stuff like that. I still gotta watch the Jamie Foxx thing that just came out too.
I heard it was good.
Yeah.
But the Love Never Lies thing. So basically, it's a competition show. You got couples, and they basically they start off with this pot of money, and every time you lie, money gets deducted, and every time you tell the truth, money gets added to the pot. The couple that told the most truths at the end of the competition wins the pot. Type of situation. But there was one couple. It was two girls. And one of them, her pronouns was they, them. Like, so you would hear her partner always say like them and they and stuff. Like so like it's a thing. Like people just, you just gotta kind of respect like that's just
I hear you.
what they prefer to be called.
I hear you, but
it may not make the most sense because trust me, I don't get it. But
100%. But I'm still allowed to feel how I feel. Yeah. I'm not disrespecting nobody. I'm not saying they dumb or none of that. But I'm just saying that from my point of view, it's confusing enough. I already have enough battle as a black man to deal with. You feel me? I already play life on extremely hard because I'm dark skinned, I'm intelligent, and I don't have a filter. So life's very hard for me. So my bad if I call you a she or he. If you look like that, my bad. But just because I understand that I abide by it doesn't mean that I agree with it. You feel me?
You're not gonna agree. Not everybody's gonna agree with everything.
Well, it's listen. At the end of the day, you respect what people want. And I like to say this. There was a time they called black people colored. Now they call black people black people. You could have people could have said I ain't calling them colored. I'm calling them colored what they used to be called. And I'm not saying it's not the same thing, but it's in that same like universe.
Like space, like you can't really tell somebody what they are.
If somebody wants to be called something, you respect it.
100%.
No, I know. I understand what you're saying.
I'm
just saying you just respect what people want to be called because at the end of the day, everybody's human. Everybody has their feelings about things. Everybody has understand things. But to move forward.
Yep, because thank you for our TED Talk. All right, so as we once again are honoring some old school vibes, and it's so funny because we definitely was in 99 earlier this whole week, actually. So Sir Wilkins wanted to bring up, and it was a really good thing to talk about, just some old school moments that like really like stick to you, whether as a kid or right now as an adult. Like, what are some old school like rivalries, matches, moments that really
know I'm gonna bring up. My nigga Sting.
That wait, we're in Sting.
You have to understand. Let me tell you why Sting became my favorite wrestler of all time. Nitro. NWO was 20 deep in the ring, bro. 20 deep in the ring. My nigga Sting was in the Raptor. Looking like, oh man, I'm tired of these crackers. I'm tired of all of them. I'm tired of Nash, Too Cool for Television.
He definitely
Scott
gave
Hall.
that vibe.
Everything. I'm tired of these niggas, B. My nigga Rappo down. Yo, there was like 100 men in the ring by that time. Next thing you know, he had the bat. Boo, boo, boo. At the end of it, he knocked out 500 men in the ring, dogs. That's the first wrestler in my life and last wrestler who knocked out 1,000 men in the ring, dogs.
Mad people.
1,000 men.
The whole
That's
shit.
the only man that I ever see that. That's the only white man I ever scream his name out loud. Only white man.
I'm hollering right now. All right, so staying back in the Nitro days, I definitely is yes, Vaughn, it is. It was MrBlacc's birthday gift to Sir Wilkins. So in the beginning, if you did not catch that in the beginning, but yes, it is that.
That's one of my greatest memories of wrestling, dog. I got mad memories. What about you, dogs?
Well, memories. Well, I could just talk about what we were watching this week. So, and it was just a domino effect. So Michael has sent me a clip.
Wait, hold on. MD99. But you have to understand, it wasn't a billion dudes in the ring he knocked out, dog.
This nigga played bowling with a beer truck. Don't do that now.
Come on, dogs. Come on, dogs. Come on. Name a man who knocked out a million men in the ring. Okay, I'll wait. Nobody.
But you know what? I will say though, it was that time period. It was in the Attitude Era where like it was like Austin and then Kane and Undertaker did it one time where they throughout the entire fucking episode of Raw was just fucking niggas up. Like it didn't matter
That was so
what
fake.
it was. Nah, it was hella
awesome.
funny.
No,
Nah.
it was like hindsight being 2020. This is why
Like yo, it was crazy because every time Undertaker's music hit and him and Kane they walk on down and they fuck people up and then walk back up and it was all to get Vince's attention.
Nah,
So it was hilarious.
but the best Kane ever, best era of Kane, My Chemical Romance Kane. Yo, when he come out with the wife beater with all the guards around him,
That's 'cause you
he
like
should have
that
been world
ruthless
champion.
aggression. That was that ruthless aggression era that you love.
He should have been
That's
world
why.
champion. When Kane took off his mask the first time,
That's
should've
where,
been the
that's
world
where it
champion.
died for me.
yeah, it was just
Everybody
like
know
how that, they just went like this. Instead of going up with it, like keep on adding to it, it just plateau like that. Like you wasted that Kane. Like you wasted that moment just to like go plateau it.
Yeah, nah, I wasn't fucking with the No Mask Kane.
I
But
like No Mask Kane.
Fire, B.
Nah,
With
bro.
the wife beater, B.
I'm not here for that. Yeah, nah, I'm not jacking that. But one of the moments that I can talk about real quick.
You know what? Stone Cold did stay late from getting married from a cross. You know what? I take that back.
So Michael has sent me a clip of JBL's like best clotheslines ever. Like it was like a video montage of just JBL clotheslining the shit out of mad people.
So what was his best
So
one?
the first one was him and Vader. So I said, what the fuck? When did this happen? Like clothesline this shit out of Vader. So I Googled, I went to find the Raw that happened because I was like, yo, I gotta see how this really went down. So it was July 6th, 1998.
Oh wow.
I want to say 98, I think.
Vader was trash in WWE.
Yo, because it was the very end, and they just kept letting Vader job at that time, and it didn't make any
My nigga
sense.
Gene B.
But yeah. So, but in that same episode, it was also the build up to Austin and Taker winning the tag belts at Fully Loaded 98. So it was literally it was 3 weeks before Fully Loaded. So that episode happened, and then you see the Nation and DX going back and forth.
Wait. Was it before they locked China? I mean, they locked DX in the back and beat up China in the ring?
I don't know
You
that
see? That was some real equality right there.
that they what that they cornered her and said nah.
China is actually the best woman champion ever.
Yeah.
Name a woman that who's knocking out men. Nobody. Okay. Okay. Speaking of women, we talk about it later. This week in wrestling.
But no, that episode, and it also listen, people say what they want. Brawl for All is still hilarious, and I don't care. I always will enjoy Brawl for All. I don't care.
You know they're bringing back Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah, they just announced that.
WWE's gonna be doing it?
No, like
The regular Vice.
Like
good,
the
good,
new
good.
season's coming out. I think they said March 2025.
So what stories that you guys want to see? What stories left?
I don't know.
They got to do Vince.
They already did it.
They did a bullshit version. I want like a real like up to date version.
You know what it is? I feel like really because of the Mr. McMahon thing on Netflix, it's like at this point, what are we really gonna talk about? Because like if Vice isn't gonna get Vince to really talk,
Not the same.
then I really don't. I'm
Not the
good
same.
on recreating or trying to re-talk about anything else outside of that. Like unless it's from the horse's mouth,
Yeah, it's right.
I'm good at that point. But yeah, no, that 98, 99, like, cause then that all led up to that SummerSlam with Taker and Austin here, the Highway to Hell. Like it just
That
I'm on the
that whole
fire build
because
up.
also but that was the thing, and I feel like WWE is now getting back into that more recently. Is the buildups. And that was the one thing for me growing up watching wrestling was always like, how did we get here? Like, how did we get from you not even being in the title match or in the title picture or anything to now you being one of the biggest storylines? You know what I mean? Like even this year, like hands down, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre was the one top 3
Facts.
biggest stories of 2024.
Well, I think it's a little bit of that, but I think it's also, remember like peak Attitude Era
Yeah.
when niggas know who Tajiri was
Yeah.
and Takanaki.
Nigga,
Hold
that
on.
was the episode 2 where Val Venus had showed the fucking porn with the wife with
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like you had like guys like D'Lo Brown, you had guys like Godfather, you had Right to Censor, which is basically was a mid card group. You had all these mid card people who, at any second they could be brought up to the top card.
They still felt like big deals,
and then still like big deals. I think that's the real root of everything that's going on right now. To currently, what's going on now? It's not, in Tajiri was Ruthless Aggression Era, but it's like what's going on now is you have a level of mid card people, quote unquote, that still feel like a big deal. Like from top to bottom, when you watch Raw and SmackDown, it feels like a big deal.
But I only feel that way, truly, when it comes to the men's division. Like the women's division is very, I won't say very top heavy, but everyone's talented, but it only push but so much women.
But that's why the IC title.
That's why they have the mid card titles now. Because in all honesty, like this should have been a thing. Really, to be honest, the mid card women's title should have been a thing before they did the women's tag team belts. And I will always stand on that because you want to be able to establish that mid card of women. But I feel like and it's just, it's very biased. But NXT does a very good job of always making
good point.
The women, whether it's mid card, top of the card, whatever it is, it's always something with them. Like they're always they're either starting and ending the show. There's always a segment. There's always something. Like they do a very good job on a consistent basis. Because the key word is consistent. And we'll talk about that in This Week in Wrestling. But consistently, they don't lack in that whole like, well, where does the middle of the women's division fall? Everybody seems like a big deal. Like even with the Iron Survivor Challenge, like you had all these women, and you had all 3 new signees in the match, and then you still had people that have still been in that kind of like mid card, top of the picture, still do like even with Ren Sinclair, like it's when NXT does stuff like that, it just for me it allows me to realize like, okay, this can be done. Like not everybody gotta like, it doesn't always have to be about the women's picture, the women's champion, and for anyone else to shine. Because I feel like in certain other promotions, like if you're not in that top women's like title picture, then you don't matter.
But the thing is, I think what it's going to have to be, you put a mid card title on Chelsea Green, for instance.
Absolutely, Chelsea Green, no memory, right?
But is she gonna get more exposure? Is she gonna get more TV time? Is she gonna get like a good rivalries? Is she gonna get good stories? Like what are they gonna? How are they gonna put this out like that? And I think that's you can like you said, you've always had issues with the tag team titles where you're like, what the fuck are they doing with this?
Yeah.
But the women's IC title can become that too. So what are you doing to keep it more relevant? Because now wrestling is booming per se because of all these personalities and the money that they're putting in to make it grow. But it's like, are you gonna push this talent once they get this title? I think that's the bigger question on the whole situation.
I always feel that way. I always feel that like a lot of women get like forgotten about, and you see them like, oh shit, I remember. Look at Shayna Baszler with the Alphabet team. Like, yo, that whole team is fire though, but they don't get TV time at all. And after I just feel like, what's the point of you doing this if they don't feel like a big deal? Hey, you put Shayna Baszler in the tournament. That was cool and all. She got nice little burn, but you already see her skills. Like we all know these women could go in the ring, but why should I invest into them? Like I need reasons to invest. Me and Yim be putting on bangers. Why do I invest into her? So you know what? My opinion probably might change when the second title is introduced to the women as a mid-card division, because they need that. They need something to fight for. Because the NXT, the North American Championship of Women's, you forget, oh yeah, you forget, but you're like, oh yeah, I forgot she's champion. It makes it feel like a big deal too. But I just hope that I just hope that they use this boom properly.
No, that is the main
But
thing.
I also feel like I think where WWE is kind of gaining that momentum and strength is not every storyline or not everything that you can invest in has to be about a title. At the end of the day, you have the end goal is everybody wants to be champion. Yes, that's never that. Like Cody said, if that's not on your to-do list, then what are we doing? But I like the fact that even the storylines that are now happening, certain ones, they don't have to deal with a belt. They don't have to deal with a title shot or anything. It could just be pure, like, this is the story. This is what's being presented in this moment. Because, like, we don't know, like, I mean, WWE has made it very hard for us to even see what the next, 3 months look like.
I love that.
Whereas before, we were already like, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is going to happen.
They say he uses AI. Triple H.
You know what? I wouldn't be mad about it.
It's a book.
I wouldn't be mad about it. Because, I love the fact that I could turn on, tonight, I can watch SmackDown. I genuinely don't know what's going to happen.
Which is great.
I don't know who's going to pop up. I
like
don't know
that.
who's going to return. I don't
like
know.
that.
Are y'all going tomorrow?
Huh?
No. WWE, listen, after Bad Blood, WWE's not getting
I like
any more of
that.
our money. 2024.
I like that.
I'm going.
I feel like the
Okay.
biggest
How you
critique.
getting there?
Like-
Like my mom's house. Uber.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the most big critique I have is pay-per-view are too short. They need.
But I love, so as somebody that goes, I love that.
But majority of it's full, like in between, full of commercials.
Well, that's because you don't pay for the premium plus. So,
I do.
well, if you pay for the premium no ads, then you're not getting ads.
Well, you showing mad promos and commercials for them. It's still ads, even though how that may not be like a third-party ads. It's still companies that who say, "Hey, shoot this ad with some of these wrestlers." It's too much ads for me, for my taste. You feel
that's
me?
just a personal
Like
thing. That's fine.
I miss when in between was 5 minutes before. With that is you can have at least two more matches, at least one more match. I get it. Maybe I'm nitpicking. Maybe I'm nitpicking.
No, you just have a preference. So, for me, I appreciate and like the fact that the pay-per-views are shorter. Just physically being there, being able to still go out and go do something. Like, even with Survivor Series, niggas got up and was like, yo, the night is young. Like, what's up? And we were even here, at 10 o'clock at night, yo, what can we could do something else.
I went to an indie show after.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. It was still early as fuck in Vancouver.
But it's you have to find the balance.
It got to be a happy medium because
Yeah.
that's one of my biggest issues with AEW is there's no room to breathe.
Yes.
With WWE, they may, to your point, they may be leaving a little bit too much room to breathe.
And that's
where
the
you
thing.
feel like, okay, now you done released all that you have from the last match, and now you're bored. So now, well, what's next?
Right.
So no, I understand.
And
your
I don't want
point of
big
it.
match cards all the time. For your big 5, big match card feel. On the B pay-per-views, you can leave it as is.
See, but I think where WWE is getting in a notion, and I think it's more or less because of the whole them getting with
Overseas.
TKO and
Yeah.
also overseas,
Yeah,
them wanting to
overseas, yeah.
focus on overseas stuff.
Yeah,
I
true.
think for them, they're focused on, growing up for us, we experienced the Big Four, and then, them trying to save money to make the Big Five or whatever. We experienced that, but now I think they're in the mentality of we want every pay-per-view to feel like a big field. We don't want you to feel we want you to feel like if you don't see this, then you are going to miss out.
Formal. Yeah, okay.
And I think that is why they try to have that balance of all right, let's go international and let's do that for the fans there. And then we're here in the States. They're like, all right, let's give the people here at home some shit to talk about.
But I think it's more they want to put stuff on their regular shows. Yes,
I've noticed that the Monday Night Raw,
because I think
I feel like once everything go back to 3 hours, you're gonna see the upkeep of everything.
Everybody keeps talking about they don't have enough matches, but it's like, yo, so if I blow my load on the pay-per-view, what are people coming back to on Monday and on Friday?
I ain't gonna front. There was a pay-per-view, and the next day you watch Raw because it was the Alpha Academy versus the Y6.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna front.
because
That shit was fire though. I ran out for that shit.
I'm not even gonna hold you. Even the shit with Karrion Kross and
Yeah,
them
that
going
shit was
again.
fire. That shit was fire.
Yo, that shit was hard this past
And the
week.
good
I
thing
was
that
like, oh,
like
shit.
I have to agree with you because I feel like when Raw was 3 hours or even like 2 hours, you get when it's about to be 8 o'clock going to 9 o'clock, you get a main event right there. And at the end, you get another main event. You get 2 main events for the price of one.
Oh, that's funny. And
But
I didn't
then-
really think about it.
I think that's what it. What
It's like how that like my bad, like it's like how that you order fries, you get onion rings, that one.
But I think that's what that's what it is.
It's like
It's
getting head
they're
and cheeks in one day.
They're saving
That's
some of that stuff for
funny.
the actual TV show for
Which
Monday.
you should,
for
because
Monday and Friday.
And then what I do like is they always find a way for you to be excited about what's gonna happen the next day.
I do.
So like,
I ain't gonna fry.
so like even when I'm watching Raw and
Dang.
and the Joe guy would talk, oh, this is what's gonna happen on NXT tomorrow night. I was like, oh shit. And
Fire.
then on NXT niggas be like, well, make sure you tune in on SmackDown. Like there's more cohesiveness in each of the brands now more than ever, and I think that's something that kind of like that helps shift everything. I think for them for that level of importance, because now you feel like every show is important. You feel like I gotta run home to make sure I'm not missing nothing type shit. What was it this past week where the first fucking half hour of Raw was commercial free?
Yeah,
I was like, what
that
the fuck?
shit.
It's like, where did this happen? So, but in terms of talking about this week in wrestling, well, actually, before we get into that, let's talk about.
Talk about what?
So let's actually, you know what? Let's talk about what I had just read as we were
Dang, I'm
about
trying
to
to find it,
record. So breaking news, apparently, according to PWI Insider, Tessa Blanchard is
Hold on.
returning to TNA.
Hold on,
Nigga, why are you surprised?
I didn't say I was surprised.
Why is anybody surprised that TNA is
I'm
signing
actually-
Tessa Blanchard?
I'm actually more surprised that it took this long. in
No,
actuality.
they are preparing themselves because
Jordan
Jordan
Grace is about to be
leaving.
like, I'm out. So this week, they had announced that Tessa did sign with TNA, and that apparently is being set up to start a program with Jordan Grace. But there is some rumbles of Jordan kind of giving some pushback on it.
Yeah, because I don't want to be. I'm not dropping my title. Oh, listen. Listen. I saw this shit. I saw the same article that you saw, and I'm reading it. I'm just like, oh, all right, makes sense on TNA's part. They're like,
On TNA's part, business wise, and it makes
Yeah.
1,001%.
because they're like, yo, we need a
Sense.
big. We still need a big.
We need a name.
We lost Naomi to WWE.
Yo,
Jordan Grace.
Yeah, she did good for that. I forgot.
Jordan Grace is leaving,
She gave them the rub.
so we don't really have anybody that's gonna like keep our women's division at flow.
I see what you did there.
That's outrageous.
So
My nigga Sean.
So when you think about it, it's like, yo, we gotta put a premier athlete here. And to be honest, all the really good women are in either AEW or in WWE.
Mhm.
It's just like it's not her skills. It's nothing to do with
No,
wrestling
and
related.
I know what the controversy around her, which is well deserved.
Yeah.
So when you look at it, you're like, damn. But then Jordan Grace is like, this is who y'all gonna let me lose a title to?
This is my exit.
This is what I'm giving up. This is what I'm giving up.
This is the same.
Oh,
bitch.
but you know what? No, she don't got the belt. Masha does. Jordan had gave that belt to Masha.
Yeah.
Masha, yeah.
But it's still like, I'm not losing this.
I'm not
To
going.
her.
I'm not going out like that.
I'm not
feel
going- I'm not-
that's-
I'm not
The
ending my
mentality.
TNA legacy. I'm a TNA legend. TNA Hall of Fame at
I
this
agree
point.
to that.
Yeah, she
I
did.
agree to that statement, Deanna Perot. Yeah, I agree with
Well,
that.
Deanna got the bag to stay at home
But
and make turkey sandwiches
but you
with a
get
little
to
bit
a
of mayo
point-
and a little bit
But
of honey
see,
mustard.
but you know what? Nah, I
Dijon
can't
mustard.
even
Oof.
jack that because them niggas be playing in her face. Like, remember, we were there when she debuted at that fucking Dynamite. We were there at Prudential, and for her to come back to Prudential almost a year later and be on the pre-show,
Yo, the thing
what?
is,
What-
like, I'll say
So
this before. I keep
bad.
saying this is. Damn, I'm about to steal my Ricochet, but fuck it. The thing is,
Oh, here another one too.
I just feel like no one cares over there. What I mean by that is no one cares about no one else but themselves. That's what it comes off on television. Like
Everybody in the business for
yes,
themselves.
everybody for
I
the business
agree.
itself. Like no one cares.
At AEW.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no one put a little emphasis on there because I've been in locker rooms like that where like, yo, none of y'all niggas fucking care. So you know what? I'm gonna do my job to my best ability. You feel me?
And that's really any job. Like, that's not just in pertaining to wrestling, because I definitely had that experience this week at work where I was just like, oh, y'all niggas don't care, so I
Right.
just gonna have to sit in this office for 10 minutes and not give a fuck.
Like-
because y'all gonna drive me
Like
crazy.
the whole morale. It doesn't feel like every time I watch it.
Under the cupboard office you have.
Yeah.
She's Harry Potter.
My in the
Like Harry
cut.
Potter.
My in the cut.
She
Yeah,
Harry
because
Potter, but,
everybody be like, where you at? Be like,
That's-
"I'm in the back."
That's my issue. Nobody gives a fuck. No one cares. Nobody like. It's like everybody just comes to work. Just comes to work. Like I feel like people. How do that? Everyone don't care. I go back to production. When AEW first started, production fucking cared about every little detail. Now I watch AEW, but production don't give a fuck. They missing spots. It's just like it's just terrible.
And that's not more reason.
I don't
That's
think it's that. I
definitely-
think it's generally.
Bro, they don't care, bro.
I actually, so because y'all know I'm more big. I feel like now in this part of my wrestling life where I'm more into the production side of it and
Yeah.
just how things look and how they're presented. And I agree with your brother. Dumb niggas don't give a fuck about how that shit is presented at
don't.
all. Like, because, and it doesn't help with you wanting to be invested in what's going on with the show. Like, if that shit, like I even look back at when we watch old shit on WWE and in 97, 98, their production was very on point. Like, it was to a point where I was like, damn, like they was really ahead of their
They was mad ahead of the
low-key.
time.
Like when you look back, you're just like, yo, between the graphics or certain
Thank
things
you,
they
son.
did, certain cameras, certain
Thank
things they
you.
did backstage that I feel like now they're starting to re-implement.
Thank you.
Like there's just certain things on
Yo,
the production side that
you
I'm like,
may
damn.
get on Vince McMahon for being be like anal about everything, but they create an environment of fucking excellence, dogs. At the end of the day, if your head is not on pushing excellence, no one else gonna push excellence. Listen, everybody always talking about people want to have to realize about to get real spiritual around here. It's like, yo, life is death in the power of the tongue. Meaning that how that is energy. When you put the good energy, you told Tony I was mad motivated, you felt the difference. Now I'm looking like you don't give a fuck. You have Athena, Ring of Honor. Everybody got on my brother. Oh, fuck you, Wilkins. You don't know shit. You're a dumbass. Made like whole trends about him. This is why how that. You should give people microphones. But now
they
look.
did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yo, violated him, disrespect him, this, that, and third. But yeah, he's right. People take the same exact takes that he been saying and use that.
No, but the thing about it, let's no.
You don't care, bro.
But no, there's a bigger picture. There's a bigger problem here. This happened to Vince. History is repeating itself over and over again. Like they are very similar. Listen, Vince and Tony Khan have some of the same flaws. It's ego driven. But to be honest, this is wrestling. Everybody is ego driven.
100%.
Every single person.
100%.
It takes a special type of woman or a man to be half naked in front of millions of people touching another woman or man.
And
If it ain't porno and you doing this, you different.
Yeah, you different, yeah.
With baby oil smothered all over you, you freaky.
Yeah. Freaky leaky.
You a freaky human being.
No wonder why Didi was in WWE.
So
Who?
now,
Diddy, WWE.
okay, baby oil and all, but
I
now.
cried when he performed too. That's crazy.
It's a different time. But now let's
It
move
was my
forward.
first
Let's move forward.
Mania.
Because you guys are saying some great points. This is what I think it was. And I said this before. Tony Khan didn't save ROH. Tony Khan bought ROH because he wanted to keep it away from Vince. He wanted to win. Once again, it's ego again involved in this.
Yep.
Let's talk about it.
Yep.
Tony Khan is doing the same thing that Vince treated ECW.
Worse.
As a third brand or second brand, whatever you want to say.
Definitely worse because at least Vince gave them a time slot.
Gave him direction.
But the thing
Damn.
is, it still was below the original company.
Yes.
The next thing is, just like Vince, Tony Khan is overwhelmed with too many brands.
Yeah.
You have too many belts.
Yeah.
You have too many stars.
Yeah.
You have way too much going on.
Yeah.
Tony Khan, everybody was saying that Tony Khan saved ROH. He did not.
No.
The thing about it, all right, let's use an analogy. If I saved you, I put food and clothes on your back, I give you opportunities to do other things. That's saving somebody. Now, if I'm just taking care of you, that means you still in the house. You don't got no opportunities. I'm not giving you anything, really.
See, but I feel like on the ROH side of things, I feel like Tony Khan picks and chooses what he wants to give that opportunity with. Because, like, and it's something I've said previously, like, if you can have the ROH World Champion, because even when Briscoe was ROH World Champion, he was acknowledged as that and was on Dynamite and was on Rampage and was on Collision. Like, you're still on AEW TV. Whereas, and y'all already know, I have a love-hate relationship with that girl. But for that girl to be ROH Women's Champion for 2 years and not have a single match on Dynamite, y'all can't tell me that don't make no sense. Y'all can't. There's no excuse for how you are not even presenting the probably, if not the longest reigning ROH Women's Champion. And that's not, regardless of how I feel about her edges or whatever, that is never gonna change my stance on how the fuck y'all niggas have allowed her to be champion for 2 years and haven't showcased that and haven't give her the platform to showcase that. That y'all can't. It ain't for me.
They never said the ROH was dead by the time he bought it, for the most part. Now, the positive part about it, because everybody wanted to say this, he gave people jobs, put money in people's pockets. That's great. But he didn't build no stars out of that.
Absolutely not.
He didn't build no stars out of that. He didn't take it. Yes, it was dead. Now he put it in a wheelchair. ROH ain't walking.
That shit is
ROH is in a wheelchair.
That shit is in a vegetative state coma.
It's in a fucking wheelchair.
It's in a coma.
It's in a wheelchair, talking like Steve Hawkins. I am ROH.
That's wild, hilarious.
I am ROH.
But it's true though, like
because it's good.
You have all these stars that go over there. Like, I feel like that is a punishment. Like, how that, hey, go over there and tuck your way. Why do I have to talk my shit on YouTube? Why don't you advertise it on, like, ROH? The only time I feel like they even advertise ROH if it's one of those male wrestlers that you love so much.
That's what I'm saying.
But then he did the same
now,
thing Vince did with putting one of his regular stars, which is a.k.a. Chris Jericho, and giving him the title.
Man,
but you know the difference between Vince McMahon? You know the difference between Vince McMahon? They had some kind of direction. Jack Swagger, Sheamus, Zack Ryder, everybody that Kofi Kingston, everybody who went through that ECW WWE system, when they had that rebranded, what happened? They became stars on the main roster. They still had some kind of direction. And what they did with that, they took the foundation and built NXT with that.
Adrian, I can't even give you that because even still New York Undercover, I was still watching season 3. I can't even give you that. Because ain't nobody watching ROH. So I can't even give you that.
So let's say this. Let's say behind the scenes, he was working on a TV deal for ROH. And it fell through. Or he was working on a way to put ROH on a streaming network. That fell through.
I forgot CM Punk, Kelly, all these stars.
No. But let's have this conversation. Maybe there was something that he was working on behind the scenes to have ROH be something, and it fell through. But he never pivoted. That's number one. He never pivoted. And what people are really not talking about, what I think the reason why he bought ROH was for equity.
But yeah, that makes sense.
No, it's 100% for equity. This wasn't about him saving ROH. The whole situation was I needed to build more brand equity for AEW.
So that if and when I decide to sell, I have the content, I have everything.
It's not even to sell.
For it to make it seem
it's to get a bigger TV deal or get a streaming platform. But no, hold on. With Cinemax and everything. Because Max. Because now they have something going on, supposedly.
Yeah, they do, yeah. But I hear you, but you didn't create no demand for it. How do you create demand for it?
You don't need to create demand.
Well,
Because
wait,
hold on. I'm going what you're saying. It goes back to what I'm saying. I don't need to create demand for it. I just need ROH's library.
What I mean by that is he never created demand for it because he never advertised it correctly. Like certain people accomplishment, you don't show it off. Like Shane Ted Promotions is teaming up with like those with the whole infantry. You're not advertising. Athena been champion for like 500 years. You're not advertising that. You're not creating no demand for it.
He didn't want to.
He don't want to.
That's what I'm trying to tell. That's what I'm trying to say.
I said he's very selective in regards to who he wants to showcase in that light.
The reason why he showed off one of the Briscoes is because of the situation. Sadly.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yep.
What I'm trying to say is going back to what you're saying. He never wanted to create something big for ROH from what I'm thinking. This is just a theory. I think he bought ROH strictly for the library and to bolster the equity of AEW. If you have a deal going on, a TV deal or a streaming deal, ROH was never supposed to be a legit thing in AEW. And everybody's gonna say, nah, that's not true. No, this is brand equity. I am bolstering my brand, making it seem bigger. I'm actually making my book seem even more bigger.
Because even look at the Hammerstein Ballroom situation.
Yeah.
Everybody that knows that is ROH history is in that runs in that building up and down. So you didn't have the Final Battle pay-per-view, which is fine. But then you're going to do a Collision and a Dynamite episode. And then it's just like, now you got people that, granted, they're going to pick and choose. And now you got people that be like, well, we ain't really knowing what's going on at ROH. So we just going to go and see Dynamite on Sunday night. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it just doesn't. I want it to make sense. I want better. Especially for the people that are there that I personally know that I'm like, I want better for you. Because it's just like, this don't make no sense.
Listen, this all makes sense.
It don't.
Because when you think about from a business standpoint, motherfucker ROH is Blink. And fucking AEW is Equinox.
That's fair.
That's what it is.
So Equinox own Blink?
Yes. That's the people that don't know.
I didn't know that.
I'm talking business, the shoot job stuff now.
No, but it's good. But
that's
I
what it
understand
is.
it on the business side of things. But then if we're gonna do that, and to your point, he needs to scrap everybody that's on that marketing team.
Water.
He needs to scrap everybody on that marketing team. He needs to scrap
because they don't have a marketing team.
Then you need if you don't have one, then you need to get one because certain shit certain shit that just be presenting is so like. I'll get the example. You got the Australia show.
Yeah. That
now got downsized from the stadium show to some entertainment complex thing, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Then you still have, they just released the All In Texas thing that the stadium show 20,000 people, blah blah blah.
They'll be able to fill it.
In a baseball stadium.
I think they can fill it.
I don't know.
I think they do at least
that floor
18.
seating is crazy because an event in a baseball stadium off rip is just weird.
I hate it.
I don't like it. So
I went to the
Rumble
trash. Hate stadiums.
Yeah, no, that shit was weird.
Baseball stadiums.
I just feel like they focus is so far into so many different things that you can't focus in on the things that are in front of you. And I feel like that always is the problem sometimes, especially now, because like you have World's End coming up, and that you just gonna just put together, and then what you got. You still have your first pay-per-view is Revolution in LA at the Crypto.com arena. Tickets have not still been on sale. They haven't started promoting it. You don't know the day. You don't know any of the information. And that happens right after the Australia show, but well before the Texas show. So it's just like the way that you present in order for your fans to want to go and support, it just sometimes be all over the place. Like, granted, because now look what happened when you had announced the Australia show almost 6-8 months. Granted, it's in a different country. You want people to, that, but you've never been in that market. Y'all have no business doing a show in that country, like at all, like just straight up. And that's what I mean by if you focus on what you have here in the States in this moment in time with your weekly TV show where the ratings is just what it is. Like, focus on the things that really can help build on those outside shows and things of that nature. Like, had WWE did France 20 years ago,
Yeah, I know.
would it have been the same?
Yeah.
It might have.
I feel like how
But-
that, when it
but
comes
you
to
get what I'm
Tony
saying.
Khan,
Bad comparison, but
is-
You
but I
get what
get
I'm
it.
saying?
I feel like a lot of dudes who's running it who are
20 years ago?
who are in AEW
It's 05, boy. That's-
are
Good
so
times.
much worrying about the in-ring stuff that they already mastered that they're not working on nothing else. I give you example, right? Ricochet has no business being this bad on the mic. Why? Because when you meet Ricochet in person, check out our Ricochet interview right now on the Jobbertears podcast. Right now, link in the description below, and also in the pinned comment. Cool dude, swag, everything like that. But in ring, you look like when you talking in front of everybody, like, yo, bro, like you're not taking no reps. He ain't practicing because you make all your bad shots until you make good shots in practice. Kobe took how many shots right before a game? 1,000,000, 1,000 every single day to make sure he's sharp, to get out the bad habits. Bro, you have no excuse to be this bad on the mic, Ricochet.
Well, the thing is, but let's be
It's
real.
not an excuse.
Let's
it's
be
just
real.
not
Let's be
good.
real. Let's be real.
Mhm.
Ricochet and all right, put the camera on me right here. Ricochet. The streets are saying you bad on the mic.
Nigga, that's the truth.
Hold on.
It
The
is.
streets are saying you bad on the mic. Are you bad on the mic? I don't think so.
How?
Hold on. I'm not done.
How?
Hold on. Rick O'Shea, because that's what people want to call him.
Nah, it's Rico Booty forever.
The problem with Ricochet is that somebody needs to write the lines for him. He can't think off the top of the head.
They did at WWE. It's still terrible.
No, they didn't. Because they never gave him a mic.
But the few times they did,
Which
yeah.
is
They
why.
never gave him a mic.
Oh my gosh.
He needs somebody to write his rhymes.
I'm not against them, but then it don't.
No. The thing about it, he can pronunciate the words well. He can genuinely.
There's
Hold on,
nothing
wait.
he says that you
Let him
believe.
talk.
Wait.
Let him cook.
Wait. Everything you said is right. He can't talk because he can't think off the top of the head. That's not him.
It was right from WWE, dogs.
They didn't let him talk, so he couldn't get reps in.
I understand that.
Listen,
But
he
that's
needs a
still-
ghostwriter.
But it's
they
still
they did us a favor.
it's still no excuse for you have not get better in the ring. I mean, in the mic. I understand what you're saying though, but did you go back to NXT and take like promo classes like other people did? You probably didn't. Did you go and said that, yo, somebody who's firing the mic, yo, Jericho, did you check my did you check my promo out? Probably didn't.
The thing is, he needs writers. He needs a ghostwriter. He needs a manager. He needs ghostwriter. That's what he needs.
Yo, you could have
Ricochet is Will Smith. Will Smith had ghostwriters his whole career.
All right, I'm going to the bathroom. Shut up.
This nigga
Shut
here.
up.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
Yes,
not.
he is.
Yo, even if, and this is my issue.
Ricochet is Will Smith.
Listen,
He needs ghostwriters and he gonna be a star.
what he really needs is to realize that a microphone is not his best friend. And what he really needs to do
They don't gotta be
is-
best friends.
is
They can be buddies.
Nah, the microphone is his kryptonite, and he just needs to acknowledge that and not touch one ever again.
Have you ever cut a promo?
I don't want to because I know I probably won't be good at it. I don't want to do it. I don't want
It's
to.
hard.
So then, if it's hard and you know you're not really, that's not your sweet spot. Get somebody that can speak.
So
for you.
that's why I say he needs
Get
writers.
No. He don't need a writer. No. Get
Yes, he
someone,
does.
No. See, you feel like somebody need to write for him so he can pronunciate the words. I'm saying that if somebody even wrote the words for him and he spoke it, my nigga, I'm not believing a word that light skinned nigga is
Because you
saying.
call him Rico Booty.
I'm not saying-
Of course you're not going to believe
No,
him.
but I'm pretty sure everybody that's watching and that will be listening and that understands and knows. You do not believe a word that.
So
nigga
that's
says.
where you get a writer and some coaching.
And that's not a writer. That has nothing to do with a writer. That has to do with the
This
individual.
nigga called him
There's
Silka Shaka.
nothing.
This nigga called him Silka Shaka.
There's nothing. There's nothing.
Silka Shaka has some bangers. Y'all need to stop.
Yo, nah. But there's nothing that Rico Booty is going to say that I'm gonna sit here and be like, you know what? Yeah, I believe that. Nah. Like I even get like, yo, with Darby, I'll be like, all right, nigga, I believe what you saying. That all right, cool. Even if it's not, he not saying nothing.
Cause Rico's
not
too
saying nothing.
pretty. He's too pretty.
That's a debatable too.
He likes. Listen.
You
listen.
really, you're
Listen.
really on the Rico train today. Cause I'm like, whoa,
Ricochet.
I can't
The
subscribe.
reason why you can't believe it because who's scared of Ricochet?
Exactly. So
That's
don't
the problem.
So don't come out here on
So-
some rah shit.
No.
When that's not you.
No. The problem
That's
is
not you.
No. Wait. Ricochet is not believable because he doesn't look scary. So you have to make it seem. You have to get him a ghostwriter. They have to produce him, and he can act. That's what needs to be done.
I just love the fact, and we'll get into this weekend wrestling since you just came back. I just love the fact that you are on Team Rico. Like I you know what? He needs more people like you in his life.
Because
for real.
y'all shitting on Ricochet like he's that
genuinely-
trash.
He is though. But I
No,
love
he's
the fact
not.
he absolutely is. But I love the fact Rico, if you listening, because we know now you be on the Twitter and your fingers be moving. This nigga is on your side. I want you to know
I'm gonna put it out there because the thing about it, all he
Wait a
needs is
minute.
writers.
Who called him something?
Scroll up. Gene.
No,
Gene said it. Yeah, I was gonna say scroll back up. Well, yeah, no.
but like I said, he just needs some good writers
He needs
and
somebody
some
to
legit
talk.
producers.
He needs somebody to talk.
He
to
can
him.
act it up.
So listen, so Rico, if all of this is for you, for MVP,
What up, boy?
for MVP to start talking for you, if this is all that's about to go down, then okay.
No,
It's
he don't
gonna
even
be
need
what's gonna be.
MVP. Somebody needs to
Absolutely
write his
needs
barbs.
MVP.
He
Absolutely.
is not witty.
No.
That's the problem. He's not witty.
So with him,
So
with
get
him
your
not being,
reps in the gym,
No.
dog.
He's not smart enough. The nigga dumb.
Yo, Ricochet.
He's not witty. That's the problem.
but then
Ricochet
how, but then
got
how
mad
do
connects in the business,
Yo,
dog.
it's
So
not-
get somebody to write his bars. Nigga, if I'm him, all right, ladies and gentlemen, if I'm
Y'all
Ricochet, right?
stressing me
I'm
out.
pulling Stokely to the side. I'm like, yo, Stokely, son, my bars is trash. My bars is trash on the mic. Can you write promos for me?
Yeah.
And then I start reciting them. I'm Ricochet.
And because you're not witty, it's still not going
Thank
to come
you.
out.
Oh my God.
That's
Oh my
what I'm
God.
trying to
Oh my
say.
God! Yes, it will.
No,
if
it won't.
if somebody
It will
tells
not.
him to make
It
a
will
face like
not.
this and do this, you
It's
produce
not
him.
the
My
same,
nigga,
dogs.
if nigga, I might as well do the
Oh,
promo.
you know what? Perfect.
Fuck it. Absolutely. Because
You are a personal
he's
trainer.
Rico.
You training somebody. Yo, you know damn well they can't do that push-up, dogs. What do? You give them an alternate push-up. You give them a girl push-up. You say, tuck it in like this because it's better.
You know what I do? You know what I do?
You can't do
Hold
it.
on. I'm gonna tell you what I do. Because you're right. That's a great example. Let me use that example. So a nigga can't do push-ups, right? They struggling all over. Then I look at them as the producer. What's wrong? Oh, his core is weak. That's why he look like he's humping the floor.
You tickle.
And what do they tell you? They say, hey, I can't do this push-up. Help me. And
Okay, you know
they
what?
ask for help.
Hold on, and then I regress it. They get on their knees. Hold on. Once again, I produce it. I'm producing it.
Get funky with
And
it.
then I get another band to do regular, give them assists. That's the script.
And what happened?
And nigga,
He
there's
keeps
just
on
nothing.
doing reps for the push-ups to get better.
Nigga,
He
I'm
said
not.
Wilkins put the cloud on his back
Yeah.
and does the push-up
Yeah,
for them.
absolutely, I believe it. There's nothing
Stephanie
that
Hardy,
is gonna
great suggestion.
change my
I
mind
wish
about
Samantha could be his manager. She would want to expand her characteristics. What better way to do with her love?
I'm not gonna
Thank
hold you as much
Thank
as I
you.
miss and I love Samantha because Lillian Garcia ain't cutting it for me. As much as I love her, I wouldn't believe that either. I wouldn't believe like if she was with him and she was talking hot. I was like, what? I'm like, what are we
The
doing?
mystique went away because
Yeah.
like how they talk too much on Twitter.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what
And that's the sometimes that's the unfortunate
That's none of my
part.
business though.
That's the unfortunate part
Yeah.
of the era we live in with social media now. Cause like niggas like back in the day, niggas couldn't you wouldn't know nothing. You'd be
You
like,
know
all right,
Rico's
whatever.
problem is he hang out with more hood dudes.
But then he not gonna be taken serious. Like if you
No.
if Rico Booty ended up in fucking Brownsville, East New York, that nigga wouldn't know what to do.
No, you have more hood dudes.
Like,
He
Hold
hang
on,
with-
hold on.
Yo,
you
he
ain't know
has a
what to
point.
do.
He has a
Yeah,
point.
no,
He
hood
has a
dudes,
point.
B.
He has a point.
Yes.
Because listen. Let's really dig to what the issue is. As a fellow corny nigga,
Yeah.
Rico, I'm about to call him Rico Booty.
You was.
Ricochet
Yeah.
is a corny nigga.
He's yeah.
No.
He's
Yeah,
corny.
no.
He ain't a cornball though. He's corny.
He's not a cornball.
He's corny. Yeah.
But let's be honest. Ricochet is a corny dude.
yeah.
I'm a corny dude.
Yeah.
I understand you, Ricochet. This is why I'm defending him.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I'm glad it's relatable.
he's not witty. That's the problem. Hood niggas is witty.
I ain't got a front.
You know how many hood dudes you know that just smart?
Lawrence.
That just got bars off the top of the head.
Lawrence.
That nigga is
Lauren.
not
That got bars off the top of the
He
head.
got bars though.
That got bars off the top of the head.
Like
What he needs to do.
be in
hold
Harlem.
on. You know
Go to Harlem.
Hold on. You know what he needs to do? You know what he needs to do? Hang out with AJ Francis.
Yeah.
Hold on,
yeah,
hold up,
yeah.
hold up.
Well, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
Hold up. Let me set the picture. Let me set the tone right now.
Okay.
How are we gonna fix Ricochet?
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you exactly how we're gonna fix Ricochet.
Okay. Oh,
So first, Ricochet is gonna get produced off all around. They're gonna get him his own personal producer,
okay.
right? That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, meet a fellow corny dude who's witty, AJ Francis.
But is that enough though?
It is more than enough because you're starting from zero with Ricochet. So if I can get 5 to 10 out of 100, it's better than 0. So we let him hang out with AJ Francis for about 3 weeks.
Okay.
AJ teaches him how to think off the top of the head, slaps him, and teaches himself like, yo, that's Vinny. What make fun of Vinny.
Okay.
He has to learn how to make fun of people. Y'all following me? Y'all following me, right?
I've checked out because ain't nobody. This nigga, no,
Now y'all follow me. So then,
I'm not.
after his 3 weeks with hanging out with AJ Francis, he's back on TV.
This nigga Yarly is so tickled. It's hilarious.
Okay.
Then he's gonna go to Stokely. Yo, Stokely, I need you to write my promos. Here's $100. So every week, Stokely's gonna write his promos, and that's how we save Ricochet.
My nigga.
She don't want to be saved. Don't save
He
her.
can get
She
the
don't
best
wanna
writers
be
in the
saved.
world. If you can't deliver them,
But that's what the
That's
producer's
what.
for.
No, that's what you're not getting, and that's what I'm agreeing with you. If you
Yo, why do you
give this,
sound like that?
yo,
Yo, why
because
do you sound like
you
that's
dead
what
ass-
you're not getting.
yo, because you dead ass sat here
you
and
not
gave
getting it.
a play-by-play of
Yes.
how to save this nigga when there's nothing to do to save this nigga.
Yo,
You
don't
can
get
give
it.
this nigga the whole Bible and say, yo, this will get you the world title, and it still won't come out the way that it's supposed
Y'all hating
to.
on my
You
man.
just
I'm
not
not
confident.
hating. Like, fuck, I'm not believing a word that light-skinned nigga is not saying.
Yo,
at
listen,
all.
the
And
problem
and guess what? You lost me when you got on the internet and you said suck my dick, because it was just like,
Yeah, right.
you don't even talk like that.
Yeah, you
Yes,
don't.
he does.
All right, guys. So
Why y'all shitting on him?
I need you to pull up Saturday Night Main Event. We're gonna do predictions real quick, but we're also gonna talk about this weekend wrestling real quick because I can't,
I think
because
it's
I'm not
haters,
doing that.
bro.
I have nothing. First of all, I got
Y'all
nothing.
just like Biggie.
I have nothing.
Y'all worse than Biggie.
I have nothing to hate
Y'all
on.
worse than Biggie.
I have nothing to hate on that light-skinned ass nigga at all.
That's why
I actually want better for him, but it's just no.
You got the Shelton
That
Benjamin
ain't-
disease.
That's hilarious.
That's wild.
That's
So
wild.
the next, okay. Before as I'm fighting right now, let's talk about the New Day breakup.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. Sorry. You know what? Everyone give WWE a round of applause because they swerved the fuck out of every single one of us when it came to the New Day. They've spent.
It's only 5 matches.
That's great. Yeah, they spent the last probably 3 months hinting the back and forth of Kofi and Xavier Woods fighting each other. So in no means did niggas think when they woke up last Monday night and was like, oh, we're going to celebrate the New Day 10 years, which is an accomplishment. So first of all,
100%.
shout out to the New Day. Like, regardless of what happens after, New Day has been able to give us historic moments, memories. There has been no trio like them. So, like, just gotta give them their flowers on that. But I also gotta give the flowers to WWE for swerving the fuck out of us because, baby, when we got to that celebration and we thought it was gonna be the end of Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, good old Big E music hit and he came down the ring slim and trim. He done lost a lot. He done lost some weight, and I saw that. I said, okay. Came
that
in.
hairline though.
Well, that's
Who?
been
Big
that
E.
that's been a that's just gonna be what that's gonna be.
It's because he's Jamaican.
Yeah.
It's the Caribbean.
You know what?
He need to go bald.
Speaking about that, I don't know. He'll look weird. I feel like
he look weird, bald.
he'll look
Get a
weird.
bit-
It'll be
get a beard.
weird, and he may not be able to grow one. But
He
but
can't.
speaking about speaking about Biggie, real quick, I do want to give a quick shout out. Happy belated birthday to Nick. Nick has been like one of our day ones.
Yo, shout out to
and he
Nick.
just turned 30, so happy 30th birthday
Nick.
to Nick.
Yes.
Real quick, because he definitely looks like Biggie to me all the time. So I think it's hilarious.
But
But
they're both Jamaican.
New Day
the
came out.
Costos.
Biggie came out, and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna be y'all manager." I couldn't believe he said that. So I was like, "What the fuck?" And then Kofi and Woods looked at him and said, "Nigga, where you been at all this time?"
They right. They right.
He's right.
You know what? They right. They
He's
was
right.
right.
I give you an example.
They was right.
Yo, you came back to television, but you went to the desk job, dogs?
Because he got a new girlfriend. It's his girlfriend's fault.
Yeah, his
No,
girlfriend.
first of all, don't do
No, it's her
that.
fault.
Yeah.
It's her fault.
He was doing pre-shows before he
No.
met her.
No. This is what happened. This is what happens to a lot of dudes. You know, they get the girl, they happy now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be at home cuddled up instead of out there working. I'm warm in the bed with her, rubbing on her booty. Biggie got soft.
That's it.
But I love the fact they were able to kind of intertwine the personal. I did like
Because it makes sense.
But yeah, for the first time, because sometimes that shit could be cringeworthy. I'm not gonna hold you, but for the first time in a while, I definitely was like, "Yo, like they really talking. They really." And you know what? And what I appreciated about that whole segment was it felt real, unlike your boy Rico Booty. It felt real because it was like, "Yo, bro, we've been in this all. It's just be me and Woods, and where you been? Or sitting next to fucking Wade Barrett on a pre-show, like."
Right.
Nigga,
Kiki
where
with
was
him,
you? She was
making
in the
jokes. Kiki.
Kiki and this shit.
Kiki.
So when I tell you that, and that's why I was like, you know what, WWE did that because for this past week on Monday Night Raw, for the Heat, New Day guy.
Dominic.
Yeah, it almost low key surpassed Dom low key because I was just like, wow, like we really went from 1 week niggas was trying to catch pancakes. You hear me? To they booed them out the entire
That's
arena.
Great. That's
Like
great.
this is some of their, honestly speaking, some of their best work is what we've witnessed in the past 2 weeks.
100%.
Cause like, and once again, I love the fact of the unknown. Like literally, even to the point of next week, you don't know. Like, is Big E gonna come back? Is Big E gonna say something? Is he gonna respond ever? You know what I mean? So now, like, is he gonna return at the Rumble and get the biggest pop ever? Like, we just don't we don't know. And I love the fact that we're on that of the unknown. So that part of it was dope. You know, they're doing the tournaments for the women's intercontinental title on Raw, and then they're doing the women's U.S. title tournaments on SmackDown. So those are continuing. Yo, Nakamura last week on SmackDown. Yo, when he was in the middle of Jacob and Solo, and then the black shit started coming out of his mouth, and they all looked at him like, "Yeah, nah, we not even." Yeah. That whole moment was hilarious.
Gotta knock America.
Yo, I was like, man, that was so funny.
Gotta knock.
But Solo coming out and being like, just because we lost don't mean shit.
Boom. Boom. Another example. Solo sucked on the mic, putting that work in. He went to the gym and put the reps in. It got better. Because, well, hold on.
My God.
Hold on.
We
Hold
doing
on.
this. We doing this.
Hold on.
Go
I
ahead.
mentioned that how they gonna say WWE. You wasn't WWE, dogs. You didn't do shit with that, dogs. Why didn't you go NXT work on promos, dog? You was there in the pandemic. You could have been promos backstage. Hey, Seth. Hey, Trips. Trips fuck with you, my nigga. But you never improve your promo game. Solo did.
Are you
feel
done?
me?
Are you done?
Solo
Are
did.
you done?
The Usos did.
Are you done?
Yo,
Roman did. You feel me?
What
my man? Kofi Kingston did.
Are you done?
Want me to continue?
Are you done?
Oh, okay.
Are you done? First of all, These niggas have writers over there in WWE. That's number one. Number two, they have Paul Heyman producing their stuff.
But he's still putting the reps in,
Okay,
though.
shut up then.
But it's not even that.
shut
But
up then.
it's still
Shut up
it's
then.
still the
Shut up.
presentation. Like you can give everybody. And listen, that's like you telling somebody like, "Yo, let me teach you how to build this wall unit or something," and you give them all the tools,
Thank you.
all the instructions. You tell them the step by step.
Thank you.
You tell them what to do and how to do it.
Who told? How you don't tell him the step by step?
But then if it's up to you to execute it and you still don't execute it,
who do you know
that's
telling
on
him the
you.
step by step?
Another example.
You just said Paul Heyman, so Paul Heyman.
Paul
example.
Heyman is not helping out Ricochet.
Another example. Another example. Kwame Brown.
So
he had the original one and he had the copycat of Kobe.
This
Didn't
nigga-
succeed.
This nigga said
You have all the tools around you.
Paul
There's no
Heyman's
excuse for not-
helping Ricochet.
Because he's not. He don't believe in him.
So then what the fuck?
Nobody believes in Ricochet except for me.
Except for you.
Wow.
You know what? I'm gonna get you a Rico Booty shirt. I'm not. It's not gonna say Rico Booty. I promise
Mind you, Ricochet had mad opportunities.
How do you know he had bad
titles.
opportunities?
It was
Yo, when they was presenting him against Gunther, he was I would honestly say the last 6 months of his WWE run, him being there, that nigga was on my TV screen a lot more than he was supposed to.
That he was tired of it though.
You know what? So was
He was
I.
over it.
I was exhausted.
He was over it.
I
You know,
was too.
you know when you at a job, they don't treat you right, and then they know you about to leave, so they start treating you up, but you're like, yo, I'm already done.
Yeah, that's any relationship, low key. That's toxic.
so
he
what's his
left
excuse not putting on reps to get better?
He left a toxic
what?
relationship.
I already told you what he needs to do.
And it's not going to work, nor help, nor do anything. So this is why he's going to
John
go.
Cena almost
He's-
got fired.
he's
He showed what
gonna
he got.
go, so
Seth
that's-
Rollins almost got fired. The list continues.
Yo, speaking about Seth and Punk's, first of all, Phil's promo on Monday. Oh, buddy.
Amazing.
I said, whoa, we really getting personal, and I'm here for that. All right, I'm trying to think NXT Deadline, top to
Fire.
bottom,
Fire.
so dope. Yo, it was crazy because I had went out that Saturday night. Michael's brother, we wanted to go bowling, so we ended up going bowling in Long Island. And I stayed off the internet. I was like, I don't want nobody spoiling it for me. And Mikey already knew something. I was like, don't tell me. So I get home. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning, Saturday night. And I'm like, fuck that. I'm still gonna watch NXT Deadline. It don't matter how long I'm be up. And yo, when the men's Iron Survivor had opened the
match.
show, actually I thought the men's was better than the women's Iron Survivor, but that's neither here nor there.
It was.
I kept saying, where's Eddie Thorpe? They kept saying Eddie Thorpe got knocked out. And to somebody else I had read on the internet, yo, with NXT being on CW, it cuts off right at 10 o'clock. So if something else happens, you don't see it. So apparently it got cut off right as Eddie Thorpe was getting beat up backstage. So I was still like, what the fuck happened to him? So for Obafemi's ass to be the 5th person, I said, oh shit. And to Michael's point, he actually remembered. I told him once Oba had lost the North American title, I told Michael, I said, watch him be in the Iron Survivor and win that shit, and that's how he get the title. But then when I totally forgot I even said that because he wasn't in the tournament for the qualifying matches. So I said, fuck it. He not in it. But baby, he was in it and won. So now we get Trick Williams versus Obafemi.
That's gonna be a fire match.
Yep.
Black on black.
Trick
New Year's
Williams, that's
Evil.
another one.
Yeah.
He
You
had
know
Storm
what?
Michaels
Yeah.
backstage with him.
And
They write his promos.
So did
I don't know if
Ricochet.
they write. Do they write his promos? I feel
Yes,
like
they
they
do.
don't, because I feel like if anybody was to like help him with the promo, it would be like Booker.
Only Trick was about to feed family.
Listen,
Okay, Stephanie Hardy.
that honestly, them doing that
you riding her
almost
girls lately. I see you, Stephanie.
made me want to go to LA just for NXT. I was just like, fuck. So New Year's Evil will be the night after the Raw debut on Netflix. So NXT New Year's Evil will be in Los Angeles as well. So once again, Obafemi versus Trick Williams has been announced. Julia was the Women's Iron Survivor Challenge winner on the women's side, so she will be challenging Roxanne Perez for the 18,000th time for the women's title, NXT title at New Year's Evil as well. All right, real quick, we'll do the predictions for Saturday Night Main Event Retro Edition. Now you know I can't read that, but all right. Oh, thank you. All right, so we got the the finals for the Women's United States Championship. We got either be Bailey or Chelsea Green versus Michin or Tiffany Stratton. I actually think it'll end up being Chelsea Green and Meechin.
Chelsea.
And I think Chelsea Green will win the United States
She
Championship
has
or
to.
we riot. Yo, the stuff she's been doing on social media, on her Instagram page, like she's hilarious. Like, love her. We have the Women's World Championship. We got Liv Morgan going against Io Sky. As you watch at the end of Raw, you saw Io and Rhea both holding the women's title, so they both are eyeing the same prize. So who do you guys have, Liv or Io?
Liv.
Liv is keeping it. All right, and then we have as you saw on Raw, Damian Priest was added to the match, so now it is a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship.
I'm going Finn Balor.
Oh,
I'm going Finn, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Finn's gonna win on this show, but I think Gunther's retaining.
I actually think Damian Priest is gonna win.
We'll see.
I'm gonna roll the dice on that one.
We're down the middle.
We got, as we announced on Monday Night Raw, Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. Drew, bum ass. And then for the undisputed WWE Championship, we got the man that runs the place, Cody Rhodes, going against Kevin Owens. So here was my thing. For the last 2 weeks, I was like, Kevin Owens is probably gonna win. And like I said before we recorded, when they had did the
he touched the title?
No, I don't think he touched the title. But when they did the tease with Triple H and Cody, I said, nah, Cody can't lose bringing out the ring belt if that's what we're doing. Like, I think it's gonna end in the DQ. I don't think it's gonna be a clean finish because I think they're gonna redo the match at the Rumble. But that's just my 2 cents on that. Yeah, I don't see, like, Cody will win, but I think he'll win by DQ. I don't think he'll win. I don't think it'll be a clean win. I'll be surprised if it was clean. But yeah, other than that, anything else coming up? HOG got a show coming up. Next
the Hardy
Friday,
Boys.
The Hardys versus main event.
HOG, can I come still?
What?
Can I still come to HOG?
Why would you not be able to come?
Haven't been in a while. You know?
Niggas, I think I'm gonna pop up.
Oh,
I'm gonna pop up.
shout out to Darius
Carter being crowned the first ever Ashe World Heavyweight Champion this past weekend down in Charlotte, North Carolina. So shout outs to the All Father himself. Keep making history. Keep adding those belts. First of all, it looked like he got a do-rag on from the back.
Yo, it does.
Weird. So shout outs to Darius Carter, of course. Trying to think anything else is coming up. Once again, Worlds and AEW in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're doing a viewing party for that.
I don't know. Are we?
Do you want to?
Do you want to?
I'll figure it out.
Okay, we'll think about it. We'll see. Next week, we'll talk about the fallout from Saturday Night Main Event, and then we will talk about this year, 2024, ups, downs, highs, lows. We're gonna give our this year in ريفيو of 2024 next week.
Anything else?
No, I think that is about it, guys. Once again, always make sure tell a friend to subscribe to the Jobbertears podcast, whether it is on social media. Thank you to everyone that has been watching on YouTube. YouTube's been a really big hit recently with people watching it. So shout outs to anyone watching on YouTube, Twitch, on Twitter, Facebook. Thank you guys for joining us this afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you may be in the world watching. But as always, I'm Janelle from HR here with Sir Wilkins and Mrblacc. Hashtag Black Excellence. Hashtag.
I was over, got the hands in motion. If you go with rolling, no need to focus. Traveling states and over oceans. You gotta wait till your coast chosen. Try to have lines outside the show like Harry Potter releases at Barnes & Noble.